If I had to start my digital product business from scratch without followers, without experience, without ads, this is exactly how I would do it. Now, when I first started out with the online business world, I made a ton of mistakes. I tried a ton of businesses and nothing really hit quite as well as digital products. And when I first started out, I ran 0 ads, I had 0 experience, and I was 14. So in this video today, I'm going to go over how I would start from scratch and the advice I'd give to someone right now who's a beginner who wants to get into it but really has no idea how to do it. Now, the very first thing I would do is I would have to find a popular niche. So one thing I would do is I would go to ChatGPT and I would ask it for the latest top trending digital product niches based on data. That way I can look at what all the most popular niches are, and I would choose one that, number one, solves a massive problem for a lot of people. Number 2, I'm passionate about, because we typically do better when we're passionate about something. And number 3 is I would choose something where the demand is really high, maybe going through social media and seeing what has the highest demand right now. Now, number 2 is crafting an offer, okay? This is one of the most important things when it comes to digital products, is having a digital item that solves a problem, and it's a great offer. When I first got started out, I was selling a digital item package with multiple things inside that solved a problem for a group of people, and it was selling like hotcakes because the offer was good. So the next step, number 2, is pretty much customizing an offer. So when it comes to digital products and making an offer, there's 3 things I like to include, okay? I always have to put a 3-feature package. Number 1 is you always give something that is a done-for-you or plug-and-play resource. Number 2 is you give step-by-step guidance through course videos. And number 3 is some level of support, whether it's with a community, they get customer service, they get Q&A, some kind of support there. This way the offer is irresistible. They get a plug-and-play resource, they get step-by-step, and they get support in the journey. And this way more people are going to want to buy. Now, number 3 is I would identify what is the specific group of people I'm trying to target, also called an ICP. This means a group of people who our product is for. A group of people that our digital item is meant for them because it's going to give you the information and solve your problems. So I would identify my ICP, my ideal customer profile, and I would write that down. And I would get very clear on exactly who we're trying to market to and who this offer is for. And one of my biggest mistakes was not identifying my ICP soon enough, because I was just marketing, but I didn't know exactly who I wanted to reach. Everything changes when you know exactly the kind of avatar and person you're trying to market to, and this makes the journey a lot simpler. And when it comes to forming your ideal customer persona or ideal customer profile, I would ask 3 questions. Number 1 is, who is this product for? Who is going to benefit, off of this digital product? Number 2 is you want to understand the desires of your ideal customer. So what is their desire? What do they want? Okay, what is the thing they're looking for, the solution they're looking for? And number 3 is what is the pains? What is the problems your ICP has? So then we want to figure out all these things and we get a really good idea of how to market to them, right? We know what they want and their desires. We know what their pain points are. So really get clear on their goals, on their desires, on their pain points, who would benefit from this. And selling becomes so much easier when you just provide a product that your ICP is looking for. For example, I'll throw an example out there. If your ICP is 40 to 60-year-old men who have body pain, they're looking for a way to, solution, and you're selling a digital guide, ebook, course, just a digital package in general that teaches how to relieve your pain, maybe different exercise, workouts, routines, different techniques to relieve your pain, they're already looking for that solution. They have the problem, okay? They want a solution, and your digital item should be a perfect offer to that person that gets them to where they want to go. Now, once you've put in together your package and your offer, now it's actually getting the digital items. So I would go to a website like Etsy, PLR.me, any of these websites where you can buy these digital products, and I would obviously find the ones that would fit with my package the best. I'd buy the rights and I put it in. This way, now we have our offer and we bring it to life by buying these pre-done digital items off of Etsy or PLR.me or any of these sites really. And one good tip is you never want to sell low quality things. So you always want to make sure there's good reviews, the quality is good, that the course, guide, ebook that you're putting into yours and you're rebranding, it is good quality and your customer will be happy. And if your customers like your product, they become loyal followers, they can buy your future products. It's easier to upsell them, and it just becomes a lot better consciously to feel better that, hey, you're selling something that is good and it's a solution. So make sure it's high quality. Now, the way that I would price the offer is I would make two, okay? I would make what we call a mid-ticket package and a high-ticket package. So one that is, let's say, around $500 to $1,000 that has a lot of features, right? It has all the steps, course videos, community, maybe some one-on-one support in there, everything. It's a high ticket package. It's an amazing package. It gives them exactly what they would need at a high level. And I would have a low ticket package, or we call it a mid ticket package for the people with lower budgets, maybe around $100 to $300 range. And that has just a little bit less features. This way we have a high ticket package for those with higher budgets who want more. And we have a mid ticket package for those who can't even, afford as much. I can make a package where it's an 8-week step-by-step course and daily routines and exercises to relieve your pain fully in 8 weeks, right? And maybe every day there's guides, there's ebooks, there's course videos, and it shows that person exactly the exercises, movements, yoga, positioning to relieve their pain, and we include some support. Maybe we have an AI one-on-one texting support, something to make the package more, I should call it more exclusive, higher quality, and more premium. Now, once I have my package, okay, I would make a website with WAP. You can make a website in 10 minutes. It's totally free, and I would price my package. Now, a mistake a lot of beginners make, and when I first started out, I started selling $25 digital products, but nowadays my cheapest is $300, okay? Sometimes we'll do discounts for $150, but it's still at least a couple $100. So a mistake beginners might make is they want to charge below $100. We suggest making a more premium package and charging a minimum of a couple $100. Now that we have a lot of the keys out of the way, we've chosen a niche that is working, that is trending. We've come up with an offer that is perfect for our ICP, that is the exact solution they would need, that relieves their pain and gets them to their desire. And we've built our website and we've put a good couple $100 pricing. Now it's about marketing. Now, I like to take marketing pretty aggressively and also start without spending a single dollar on ads. I do believe in ads once you're making money and you've proven the concept. So what I would do personally to start is I would start by posting 3 reels per day, 3 TikToks per day, 50 cold DMs per day. And strategy-wise, I would break up my reels into 3 different types. Number 1 is an educational post. This is where I make an educational post about my product, giving tips away, giving hacks away to bring in customers, and ultimately making educational videos on that topic. The second style is a high attention post. These are posts that are in the niche, but they're meant to go viral to bring attention in. So some kind of post, maybe it's quotes, maybe it's something else that gets a lot of attention, that fits the niche and gets a lot of attention. And the third type of style is just raw trust posts. These can be posts of just showing testimonials, showing behind the scenes of the product, showing a little bit about myself, anything that just builds raw trust. Number 2 is those high view posts that get us viral, get us views. And number 3 is those educational posts. They do a good job of bringing in followers and leads to our page. I would also repost all 3 of these to TikTok every day as well to get the extra marketing. And lastly is I would send 50 cold DMs per day. So I would find people who have interest in this niche, maybe are liking my posts or liking other similar pages. I would shoot them a message to start a conversation and ultimately hope to close the sale in the DMs for my product. A little side tip, if I wanted to scale up and I was getting results, what I would do personally is number 1, increase the performance of our post, okay? I do this by creating variations of our winning posts. Number 2 is I would boost my best performing post, okay? So on Instagram, you can boost your best posts and run some ads to them if they've already worked. Now, I've just turned 20 about a month ago. I made almost $1.5 million off of digital products. You can check my Instagram and my other posts for proof, or I'll pop some up here with our editor. But if you want to learn from me, you want to start a digital product business, you want to sell pre-done ones, you want some help and guidance, and maybe you're a little bit stuck on how to do it yourself and you feel like that extra help could help you ultimately, go to my Instagram, the Brendan Stein, DM me the word bank. I'll respond to you, see if I can help you. Maybe you're a fit for one of our programs. Maybe I can answer some questions, maybe send you a different direction, but feel free to shoot me a message and I'll see you guys on the next video.